Hey, this week we did the Transformers Age of Extinction trailer, and I'm going to show you exactly how we made it.
I'm pretty sure this is the authentic shirt from the movie that Mark Wahlberg wears, right? Those are the Terminator glasses.
It's just like black magic markers.
Yeah.
Like...
Whoa.
Yeah, feel pumped up. I'm ready to go.
Alright, so I play Mark Wahlberg in this because I'm naturally super ripped. No, those aren't my real muscles. We bought a muscle suit.
I've been working out, baby.
Ew.
So it looks like I've got big Mark Wahlberg muscles when I really don't.
Oh, wait. Shirt's backwards. Wouldn't want to look ridiculous.
Game on.
So there's a handful of shots that we did with various people. We've got my friend Nick in there, we've got Sean, we've got my wife Priscilla, and there's a shot where we're running straight towards the camera. Ben is holding the camera on a skateboard facing backwards.
All right, we're out in the street trying to get this running shot. I've got the smoke machine here, so I'm blasting the smoke. Ben goes by on his skateboard. At the right moment, I toss the remote control for the smoke, and we just run right towards the camera.
Yeah, that was it right there.
Whichever this guy.
There's the two shots in the garage, and he's firing up the truck for the first time. The first half of that we did as a miniature. So Ben made this whole little setup. He used little sticks to make a bunch of scaffolding and some shelves with some miscellaneous junk on them. And then Ben made the front of this truck. It's even got a little engine compartment. It's actually like a little music box in there. So I'm shooting it, and Ben's just hiding behind there, kind of waving the sparklers around. And if you look closely, the two guys are actually Han Solo and Chewbacca. And then we cut to the life-size version, and then I just say the line.
I think we just found a Transformer.
This is the line that we were all saying for weeks in preparation for this.
You know, we found a Transformer from the first movie. I think we just found a Transformer. I think I just found the Transformers on DVD.
The rest of the shots were done with miniatures. We've got some in an open field. That's a really cool shot actually with the truck driving down that road. There's a quick shot where there's some spaceships approaching Earth. They're kind of just a 2D plane on cardboard. And then there's a foreground piece that kind of comes into the camera.
Optimus Prime time. Get it? Optimus Prime time.
There's a lot of cool shots with Optimus Prime. So we have a little toy that we bought and modified it. So we started at the end where he's fighting Grimlock. That's the big Dinobot. So that's also a toy, but the colors were all wrong. So Ben painted this thing and it looks really cool. And then it's got little bright orange eyes. So there's a shot of Grimlock running, and the camera's actually not moving on that one. What's actually happening is Ben is pulling the bushes and stuff past him. It's just easier to shoot it that way. And then Optimus Prime punches him and he goes flying. In the middle of the trailer, it looks like Optimus Prime is fighting Lockdown. Ben took one of the Sentinels that we used in the X-Men trailer and just added on a bunch of cool stuff and painted it silver. For the face area, which kind of transforms in the trailer, it's really just some pieces of tape and some wires that are kind of attached on with some fishing strings so that it can open up at the right time. But then in the next shot, he's got the gun coming out of his face. So we attached a gun to his face, just glued it right on.
2, 3, 2, 3.
Oh, my eye!
There's this shot where Optimus is kind of hunched over and looking up the road, but this toy, the head doesn't bend that way, so I'm gonna have to snap his head off and then bend it up. Same thing for the arms. His arms didn't really move very well for this, so we ripped his arms off and re-glued them in different positions. So there's the shot where Optimus Prime gets blasted. So I'm holding Optimus Prime with one hand and the camera with the other, and then Ben is moving two of those sparklers so it looks like that explosion happening from Optimus Prime's chest. All right, so getting closer to the beginning of the trailer, Optimus Prime is gonna reveal himself out of this barn. So Ben made the front of this barn, it's just cardboard. There's a bunch of strips of cardboard that we kind of just taped on there, cut in the right spot, and then Ben has orange cloth on his hands, and he just pushes his hands through the doors. And so it looks like a bright explosion is about to happen. And then the two quick shots where Optimus rolls out of the barn. Get it? Rolls out. Sometimes you need to bend the arms of the action figures. This is Optimus Prime's arm, and we've done this with G.I. Joes. If they don't have an elbow joint,
I just heat it up with the heat gun and then bend it over and then run it under cold water, and then it stays in place. There you go. Now it's set, nice and hard.
And then his knees didn't move at all, so I totally chopped his knees in half, added some new wires on there so that they'd be flexible, because we need a few different positions here. And then we gave him a light coat of brown because he's supposed to be rusty and dirty. What's funny is that we shoot all this stuff with these toys and it makes them look like they're the coolest toys ever and they can just do anything, but they're really only capable of performing one task in one shot. I mean, this Optimus Prime was really stiff and we had to tear it apart and attach it in new ways.
So we glue his arms on, shoot that shot, rip him off, glue him in another position, and then get that shot, and just keep doing that over and over.
So it ends up looking really cool on screen, but they're not very functional as toys. Whenever we have titles on screen, we usually just write with a white marker on black, but these are kind of cool because they have a little light shining through. So I poked a hole above the right letter and put a flashlight behind it, so when I'm shooting it, we can get this perfect lens flare coming through. And that's how we made our homemade Transformers trailer. I'm gonna roll out. Oh, okay, that hurt.
It's actually rather soothing on my Transformer neck.
Who needs to go to the gym? You can just buy one of these bad boys.
Rolling school bus.
Barn door finger trap. Ah. What are we running from? I don't know. Super geek points to anybody who can tell me in the comments what ship this is.
Somebody order a stripper? Stay in school, kids.
I think we've terrorized the neighborhood enough for the day.
Hey, we found a Transformer.
Mark, I am your Transformer.
Alright, well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll try and answer back in the comments below. And subscribe to CineFix for all kinds of awesome movie-related content.